You're not going to feel perfect every day, and that you have to sit down, you have to overcome resistance, and that the pro goes to work. And it doesn't matter if you're sick, it doesn't matter if you have kids, it doesn't matter what, you're a pro and you go to work. And that just, it puts it in your head that this is what I do. This is what, and you have pride in that. And then when you are in front of that keyboard, you're doing the work. Yeah. And to really develop your potential 100% in anything, get obsessed with life improvement. Find things that you enjoy doing that are difficult. Do them and get better at it. Seems so simplistic. It seems like a ridiculous, idealistic point of view, but it's effective. Well, you need some amount of pride and some amount of ego to get good at things in the first place, because it's such a counterintuitive notion, because you have to have a belief in yourself. People are just dying on the inside, having to pretend to be someone they are not all day long, this fake way of thinking. Everybody's got to subscribe to whatever ridiculous policies their company wants to enforce, and you're just a robot. And you get out of there and you just want to scream. It's this fear of discomfort. People have this extreme fear of discomfort, because when you look at comfort and you look at success and progress and the feelings of accomplishment and of getting past certain hurdles in terms of like how you feel about life, a lot of those are connected to discomfort. Like, discomfort is your friend. It really is. Like, discomfort and not being happy and content with certain situations in life or certain feelings in life, they're massive motivators, and they're amazing at facilitating change. And yet our instinct is to avoid those and just sit on the couch and watch some reality show about dudes who make moonshine with our jaw open, like, ooh. It's bizarre. Like blowing something off, it's not just not good. Like blowing off an exercise that you planned is not just bad for you physically, it's also bad mentally, because then that option is now available. And you did it before, and you're probably going to do it again, and you'll get mediocre results, not just in that aspect of your life, but maybe in all aspects of your life. Because I think when you embrace it, that is a pathway that you might choose when it comes to dealing with conflict in your personal life, dealing with business decisions, dealing with career decisions, like an uncomfortable decision that you might be faced with, where you need to make a change as far as like what your pathway is in life, but you don't do it. And the inclination to be disciplined, that comes with momentum too. And I think both things, like you take a path, the path of the healthy person. Your body is like a race car that you can juice up yourself. Like, you can add the fat tires, you can add the improved suspension, you can beef up the horsepower in the engine. You could do all that yourself. Or you could just choose to have this shitty body that's always falling apart on you, because we're essentially ecosystems. And we're in charge. This weird consciousness that has all this resistance and has all this inclination towards comfort and blowing things off is what is in charge of making all these things happen that keep this ecosystem healthy. No one's under the illusion that you're going to live forever, but you are enhancing the experience that you're currently involved in right now. And you are alive. Right. You are alive. You do experience this life. But do you experience this life optimally? Is it as enjoyable as it can be? And we all know that there's a spectrum for that enjoyability. Like, we've all had times in our life where it's not been so great, and then times in our life where everything came together, like, woo! Like, make more of those. Like, you can make more of those, and then the whole thing's better. And I think when that whole thing is better, it affects everybody you touch, everybody that's around you, everybody you come in contact with, and that in turn, I mean, it sounds so grandiose, but in turn can affect the entire race of human beings. I've always wondered if the depression that people see en masse today, there's so much depression that people, it's a common trait. Like, it's a common condition. Oh, he suffers from depression. Oh, she suffers from depression. Like, oh, he's got herpes, You know what I mean? It's like, it's a common thing. I've always wondered, or I've been wondering more and more recently, it really hit me when that don't get met in today's society. And that's one of the things that's causing depression. One of the things that's causing this funk that people are in is that we're living our lives, many of us at least, in these very unfulfilling ways, where you're going to this office with artificial light and you're doing something you don't want to do all day long, and then you get home and you're tired. And on top of that, you're eating potato chips and you're drinking soda, and your body is just like, we're supposed to be out in the fields, we're supposed to be walking up hills, we're supposed to be looking for animals or gathering vegetables, we're supposed to be doing all these things that our body's designed to do. We're supposed to be in nature.
Yeah.
And nature is like a medicine. Like, it literally is a medicine to you. Like, people that go, you don't have to go hunting, you don't have to go fishing, just go hike up to the top of a mountain and look out. You know, there's a reward that you get from that is intensely, like, soul-filling.
And I think we're all forces, and that force needs to have an effect, needs to have a reason that it's moving in a certain direction. And I think with all of our needs and all of our needs met, you know, where we don't have to hunt for food, we don't have to acquire everything, everything's relatively easy, and it's all about advancement and all this, we've lost a lot of the basic mission, which was the mission to survive and procreate. You know, so, and we haven't replaced it with any other universal mission. And when you have a mission, human beings are happy. And I think you can see that in the people who are the most unhappy. They seem aimless.
Yeah.
They're like, what am I here for? Why am I doing this? Nothing makes sense, you know? And